Hi, my name is Jen, and I'm a licensed certified athletic trainer, registered yoga teacher, and certified strength and conditioning coach. I'm going to walk you through a short sequence that facilitates mobility and flexibility in under 10 minutes. Bodies are designed to move, so when I'm asked about proper posture or good stretches, my answer is typically the next position is the best position. Let's get started. This particular sequence can be completed either seated or standing. Just be sure that if you are seated, that the chair is sturdy and stable and will not run away on you. As with any exercise program, be sure to listen to your body, and anything that doesn't feel quite right or might cause discomfort or pain, try to reset, start over, see if that helps. If it doesn't, I would go ahead and discontinue that particular exercise and move on to the next. Starting in either a tall spine in seated with both feet in contact with the ground, or in a standing position, take both hands and reach them up and over the head, creating this long body stretch, and just open and close the hands, roll out the wrists, and just be mindful that as you reach up, what happens with the alignment in your spine. Begin to pay attention to the low ribs and work to stack the low ribs over the top of the pelvis. So that might require a gentle pulling in of our core and our thorax area. After taking a few moments to reach and stretch, bend through the elbows, spreading the fingers out wide, and we'll open up into what's called cactus pose. Arms are out to the sides, elbows are bent. Take a deep breath to open across the chest. And then as you exhale, we'll dive the hands forward, bringing the chin to the chest. As you breathe in, pull the elbows back, open up the chest. Inhale. Exhale, dive it forward, rounding through the upper back. Inhale, cactus pose. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, bring the elbows back. Exhale to dive it forward, moving through 3 to 5 of this spinal flow. And it really should feel good, energizing in the back. Give the wrists another roll, drop the elbows, and then we'll set the arms down, placing the hands either on the lap, or if you're standing, just give them a nice little shake alongside the body. On your next in-breath, we can reach the fingertips all the way up. And then as you exhale, we can open up to the side, taking this little T-twist. Inhale back through center, exhale T-twist towards the opposite side. Inhale to reach, exhale to twist, breath in to reach, exhale, gentle twist. Last one, big breath. And if you're seated, you can allow the hands to rest alongside the body. If you're standing, we can keep that T-twist. Return through center, and we'll finish on the opposite side. Good, we'll return through center, reset the spine, ears stacking over our shoulders, low ribs right on top of the pelvis. Take a deep breath. As you breathe out, drop the right ear down to the right shoulder, and just be mindful that the shoulder isn't coming up to meet the ear. Opting to stay here, or maybe we take the same side, right hand, resting the hand on the head, but just mindful that we're not pulling, we're just using the weight of that hand to deepen the stretch. Taking 3 breaths here. Really focusing our attention to this open side of the neck. That shoulder stays nice and heavy. Good, one more deep breath here. Even letting it go through the mouth. We'll take the hand off of the head if it is resting, turning the chin, turn the gaze downwards towards the floor. Rotate up on a diagonal, and then rotating back down. We'll just move through that rotation just a few times. I'm not worried about count. And eventually we'll return through center. Left ear will drop down to the shoulder. Just pause here for a moment, allowing gravity to melt the ear downwards in that side flexion, that side bending. Now we can choose to stay here if this feels like plenty of stretch through the right side of the neck. Otherwise, we have that option to take our left hand and rest on the top of the head, allowing the additional weight to just kind of get us a little deeper into the stretch. But there should not be any pain, any discomfort in the neck with this particular shape. A few more deep breaths. Good. We'll remove the hand if we're using it as weight, turning the chin, turn the nose down, and then up on a diagonal. Some cervical spine rotation, just working into some ranges of motion that maybe we haven't gotten into today. Return through center, deep breath in, and exhale out. Shoulders shrugging up towards the ears. Give the hands some pressure down into the thighs if you're seated. If you're standing, we can use our hands and make them into fists. So tension through the upper body as we elevate the shoulders. So either we're pressing or creating fists, elevate the shoulders. We're gonna scrunch those shoulders up towards the ears and hold here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Melt the shoulders down on that same count. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Do you want to repeat that? Why not? Let's do it. Inhale, shoulders will shrug up, either pressing down or making those fists. Hold the shoulders in that elevated position for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then melt the shoulders down and away. Same count, 3, 2, and 1. Take the hands together, interlacing the fingers, and we'll create this really gentle rolling out through the wrists. This is great if we have been typing at the computer, need a little break. And once we've rolled out through the wrists, we can begin to reach the knuckles forward. As we reach forward, creating some rounding through the upper back. Take a nice full inhale breath. And on the exhale breath, drop the chin down towards the chest. Give the head a little shake of yes and no. Another big breath right between the shoulder blades, creating space. And then on the next inhale, we'll lift the head and the neck, invert the palms, press away. On our next in-breath, let's go ahead and reach the arms all the way up. We'll drop the right hand down as we keep our left hand up, reaching towards the ceiling. Give those fingers a little wiggle, make sure they're still awake. And then creating an opposition of left arm reaches, right arm is heavy. We'll begin to side bend towards our right side. And again, we can be seated, we could be in a chair. We can take these stretches out in isolation if we find that we have a favorite. Let's come back through center. We'll reach both hands up, dropping the opposite hand right alongside the body. Our right hand is gonna reach up, fingers get a little wiggle, and then side bend on the exhale, getting into the side of the body. And lateral stretch feels really nice in that low back, in the low ribs, in the obliques. Go ahead, take another deep breath. We'll reach it up, and then we'll bring those arms right out to that cactus shape, and then we'll just roll it forward through the shoulders. Allow the hands to come down to a resting position on the upper thighs. Take a deep breath, and exhale it out. Let's round out our practice with a lower body sequence. Now there are some options here, And the ones that I'm going to suggest today are really wonderful, particularly for the hips and the low back, but we know everything is connected. So either in seated, just as I am, or in a standing position, we can use a wall or a desk, something that is stationary for balance. If you're seated, we can inhale to lift up tall through the spine, reaching one knee upwards. We can either hug the knee up towards the chest, great pit stop, or we can take a figure 4 stretch. So figure 4 stretch is crossing the ankle over the knee. And sometimes this setup is all we need. We can maybe give a little downward pressure, but just keep in mind, listen to your body. If this is a new stretch and maybe we have cranky knees or a cranky hip, just let's be mindful of the sensations that we're feeling in the body. We shouldn't ever move into pain. So if we're comfortable here, we can be standing, or we can certainly brace onto a wall, cross over, and sit. This is a great one for on the go. Whichever position that you choose, we'll move to the opposite side. And my suggestion is 3 to 5 breaths if you can. The longer that we hold our stretches, the more communication our nervous system can have with the muscles to allow relaxation and length to happen in the muscle. All right, so figure 4 stretch. Last stretch that I'm going to show you today is in standing, and we're going to take the feet wider than the hips. And I call this power pose or a superhero pose. I love it because it is such a nice way to reset and regain energy. So taking our hands out to the side, we'll make fists, give those fists a little roll. And we'll place the fists right below where our belt loops would be on our pants. Pinching the elbows together to create space across the chest. We'll take an inhale breath to lift. This might be a position that is perfect to get into space, front half of the body and the chest, or we have the option to use our exhale breath to lean slightly back. So we'll show that one more time from the side. Inhale to get tall. Exhale to begin to lean back into sensation and into the point where we still feel stable and steady. Great. Come on up to stand. We'll bring our feet together. Give everything a little shake out. Motion is lotion, so any movement is going to have positive effects on your body, on your nervous system, and it helps to stoke a little bit of energy, especially if we're feeling like we need a little bit of a boost.